Hi guys, welcome to episode 2. Even though I said last episode was episode 2, I'm working on it. As you can see, they're getting better and better every time, so we'll keep working on this. But I'm Midwife Mama, here to talk to you guys about what you need postpartum. So I think the main thing postpartum, the hospital is going to give you some stuff. They're probably going to give you some tucks. Tucks are super cooling for the anal area, very good for hemorrhoids, but buy some too, or ask me if I have any samples, because I'll probably give you some, because I have a whole ton of these right now. But tucks are a big one. The other thing that you want to have on hand is pads. Not these little wimpy pads. I mean long overnight pads. Trust me, they work way better. You're not going to leak around anything. You're going to love me for that later. Overnight long pads. The other thing you're going to do is ask for an extra set of underwear from your labor and delivery or postpartum nurse. They are awesome. They are mesh. They look horrible. They're not pretty, but they are the most comfortable darn things you will ever wear after you deliver a baby, C-section or vaginally. Trust me on this one. I've had 2 babies. Love them. So ask for an extra pair because you're going to want to bleach them. They bleach great. Or wash them in Dreft, whatever. Or any kind of, I always want unscented laundry detergent because, me, I think, scented stuff causes other problems. The other thing you want to get is they're going to give you a spray bottle postpartum. I really like this one though by Frida. I've had it in some of my TikToks. I've showed you guys. So this one has this awesome nozzle. So let's say you've had a C-section or a vaginal delivery and you can't bend over, your tummy hurts, you're uncomfortable. You don't have to because this is curved. The hospital ones, there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't have this and they just have a very short tip. So with this, you are able to reach and clean front and back however you like. So this is not sponsored. I just really like Frida's brand and I wish I would have had this when I delivered both of my babies. This I feel like is a lifesaver. So we've got pads, we've got tucks. Another cool thing about the tucks is you just want to lay them across your pad. Just so nice and cooling. And then some people will give you like a lidocaine spray. That's nice. I didn't really use that. I really didn't feel like it helped as much as like just an ice pad or tucks. Also, if you check out some of my TikToks, I really love postpartum ice packs. So you take your pads. And for this, I would use the small pads because you're just going to put these on top of your big pads. You're going to go ahead and lay these out on or even just like in a Tupperware container. You're going to pour a little bit of water over them and you're going to throw them in the freezer. And as soon as they're frozen, you're going to take them out and pop them into a Ziploc or any kind of little bag that will hold them. And then every time you need one, you just take one out and just slip it into your pad. They're postpartum ice pad popsicle type things, but they're fabulous. I loved them. I just kept them in my freezer, made a whole bunch before I went to deliver the kiddos, and they were right there. Now, and sometimes even if you don't tear, sometimes it's just uncomfortable down there, so there's nothing wrong with a little ice. The other thing is you want to stock up on some Tylenol and ibuprofen. Talk to your physician, midwife, provider, see which thing would prefer you use. That way you just have some extra pain reliever on hand because sometimes those cramps afterwards can be a doozy, especially if you're breastfeeding. Now, I like this for all mamas, but I really think it works well for my postpartum C-section mamas. And I always will have the nurse order one of these for them after they deliver. It is a support belt. It's a little bit different than the ones that we give you in pregnancy. Those kind of hike you up from everywhere. But this one is just meant to hold pressure on your abdomen and kind of like lower hip area. So that when you cough, sneeze, everything's held in and it feels so much better. Plus those muscles haven't been together in a while. And so I really feel like for really good abdominal support, you kind of need a little help, especially since, right after postpartum, you're not really allowed to do anything to get your belly all tight. So I think this just really helps keep things very comfortable. Let me know what you think, but I really love these and I do recommend them for everyone. This one I just got off Amazon, but if you're in the hospital, you can always ask, I can always order you one. So I think these are just the basics. Of course, other things come up or people might need very, very specific things, but I think that just these couple items will really help you postpartum, and just to be prepared. So after you come home, you don't have to like send people out to go get you stuff, which is still fine. You can still do that. But it's nice just to kind of have everything there. That way you don't have to leave, because you don't want to have to think about that kind of stuff when you're trying to take care of your little newborn and trying to get some sleep too. So anyway, this is Midwife Mama. I really appreciate you guys being here. Please subscribe to my YouTube. You could also find me on TikTok at Midwife Mama. And we will see you soon for episode 3.